Those are some good days, though. Definitely was
It
some good
was.
days
I
for
mean,
real.
like, who was it? Ken Mack. And
Ken,
Friday nights at Silver Spoon, it was a house
it
party.
really was.
You
It
know,
really
so I
was.
just I cherish those moments because again, the kids now
Yeah,
will never
they
understand.
don't get it at all.
They will never understand.
Yeah,
But we
they
had a
don't get it.
ball. We
Yeah, we
loved
used
each
to kick.
other and we had a good time.
Yeah, we used
Did
to
we
kick.
fight? Yes, we
Oh
did.
yeah, it was definitely a couple fights here and there.
Yeah, but we lived to tell
Yeah,
it.
kept it moving.
Yeah.
Kept it straight moving. So let's show 20 to 30.
Okay.
So after that, I'm sure those milestones, of course, having your children,
Hmm.
then going through a divorce
Hmm.
and getting back out there.
Then figuring out like, oh, you like to write. You're a writer.
That's when you started writing.
Yeah, I had to. Now keep in mind, my mom actually was the one who opened the doors to writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had to journal because again, I went through some stuff with the divorce and
Yeah.
everything. So, I had to go to counseling. It was traumatic for me.
Mm,
So she'd be like, I wouldn't talk.
really
So she'd be like, well, just write your feelings down in this book.
therapeutic. That was therapeutic for you, I'm
Hmm.
sure.
So I've just taken it and just ran with it. Um, so then we get to melodic Mondays. And I didn't know what
Mm.
I was doing. Did nobody know who
That's
I
at the
was?
spoon, right?
It started. Well, it actually started at 300 South Main, where Cupcake Cutie is now.
Okay.
It started there, and then let me see. My sponsors at that time was Burnell Smith of
Mm-hmm.
Tri-State,
Okay.
and I had Rela Sanders. Who else was there with me? My family had DJ Lynn, who's now in Dubai.
Mm.
It was dope. Like I had a major group of people who believed in what I was doing.
Okay. Yeah.
So there was a situation that happened, and um, I was like, you know what? I'm just, the guy was like, he saw that I started getting sponsored, and he was like, well, now I need to start charging you.
Oh, he switched it up on
Yeah,
you.
he did. And so, again, I'm green. I'm
Yeah.
like, but you said, I'm
Yeah.
thinking your
Y'all,
word
what
is
y'all
bond.
agreed? Yeah, y'all had an
You
agreement.
No. So I was like, this guy did this, and I was just crying. And so between Relis and David Mack, they reached out to Curtis on my
Yeah.
behalf. And so Curtis was like, yeah. So I got the silver spoon, and it was just different.
Yeah.
I feel like I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like I was getting hazed because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, Lord, you know,
Yeah.
again, people didn't know about me, and something with our city that bothers me to
Ooh-wee.
my soul.
You finna say it.
You know I am. It's because you're not known, or everybody doesn't know who you are. You're not linked up with certain people. They
Yes.
ain't finna
Yes.
fool with you.
Yes.
So you got to understand, I had like maybe 10 or 15 people,
Wow.
but I kept it going.
Kept it going.
I
That's
kept it
good.
going. And again, like I said, Carmen stuck with me, my band, and then I just started incorporating more people. And then I would also have poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just a combination of everything that I love. So I remember having body paint because now I have Rodan who paints live, but it all started with Pashan, and she was like, I can do some body paint, and that set it off right there because ain't
Really.
nobody, Slady got on bikini
And she getting painted.
and she getting painted while
Mm.
they're singing.
Oh, that set it off.
Oh, it was dope.
I know that set it off. I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for
Yeah,
that
it was
one. I
dope.
missed
It was
that one.
dope. So that ended up building. The word started spreading, and then he said, "We gonna go to love,
Mm.
and I want you to be a part of love." And I was like, that's an honor because I mean, Curtis don't mess with a lot of folk now.
Oh, trust me,
If
I
he
know he
fool with
don't.
you, he
Yeah, he
fool
fool with
with
you for
you.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Especially now I'm talking about on the
On the
promoter,
on the business
promoter
side,
aspect.
yeah,
Yeah, like so I was like, wow, like that's dope. So when I got over here to Love, him and Coco, they showed me love.
yeah,
And so, and again, that's how I know Coco from Whitehaven.
yeah,
So I've been knowing Coco. So Coco like, yeah. So we got up in there and just changed the game,
yeah, yeah. I
you
definitely
know.
did. And one thing about Memphis, Monday night is a hard night
It
to
is.
build anyway. So, because it's like every other night is already rolling, and
Yeah.
it's like the only night that's always just lingering is Monday.
Monday.
So Monday is for you to get Monday going like that. I salute you for that. That's really a
Thank
good
you.
thing. That's really
Thank
good. And
you.
and I love coming to Love on Mondays.
Thank
You know,
you.
Mondays, Thursdays, those I love them nights
Yeah.
always. But Melodic Mondays is definitely one of them nights. But back to what you were saying about Memphis and
Yeah.
how they respond to who they know better,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that just not being from here, and I got the chance to get to know the who's who,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of helped me. But I realized it's like without no um, neighborhood backing you or no school
Mm-hmm.
alumni, it's tough in Memphis to
It
get
is.
get the ball rolling. You just got to stick to it, and
Yeah.
that's something that you obviously done. And Melodic Mondays is definitely a success for right now for sure.
Yeah. It's staying consistent.
Yeah,
And I remember having a sit down conversation with Curtis, and I was like, these people want me to come and do the same thing over here. And, because again, I'm green. And he said, stay where you are appreciated,
yes.
you know.
That
Um,
made that made that's good
yeah,
advice. That made a lot of
stay where
sense.
you're appreciated. And not just that, it was the analogy of how he was like, if you everywhere, then where's your value?
Yes.
So
Real game. That's
I
free
stuck with
game.
it,
Yeah.
and here I am now.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate everybody who stuck with me from when it was nothing to now it's something.
Yeah. Now it's something.
Yeah,
And that's your late 20s, right? Or have you crossed into 30 yet?
we late
We
late 20s all the way in the 30s.
merge into 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me a few milestones that you've encountered during this time, that 30 to 40 time.
I started my business, SJ Entertainment, and this is where I would start booking bands and artists for different events, like
Mm,
private events. And I also started managing artists too.
okay.
And so, with managing artists, my thing was I just wanted to groom you, put you in places where you can get the gigs and get the big time money and be
Hmm.
seen. Now I
Yes.
wasn't the one who was like trying to get you a record deal. That
Right,
wasn't
right.
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure you look good on paper. You
Yeah.
look good on that Facebook and that
Right.
Instagram.
Right, right.
And so you can get some money,
Right. So
you
you
know.
basically market the artist a little
Yes,
bit.
and I
Yeah.
invested, and I mean, everybody that I touched, I showed love. It was just like I didn't just treat them like artists. I treated them as family,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
So that was an experience in itself. Would I do it again? No, I'm retiring. It takes a lot
To
out of
manage
you.
one.
It does.
Yeah.
Artists are a different creed of people. Can I say that
Oh, for sure.
they're different, and so everybody has their own little nicks and knacks, and so you got to
Yeah.
learn that. It's just, and
Yeah.
so again, I wouldn't take away from the experience. I would always do it again, but now I'm just like my nerves bad.
That's
Um,
enough. So that's enough of that.
I'm tired. But I still do, as far as
Booking.
booking, I
Yeah.
do that, and I do it silently.
Okay.
But it's just like the people know
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah. They
it's
know.
SJ Entertainment. They know.
Okay. Okay.
So I got to doing it, and then in booking, I would start going to these different events and, brushing shoulders with the real who's who.
Mm.
The people who like matter. And I'm like,
Right,
oh,
right.
okay. Oh, okay. So you want to book me for next year for this event?
Mm.
Okay, cool. And just, getting those relationships. So, I mean, you can put me in the room with the hoodest of the hood to
Yeah.
the corporate of the corporate. I'm a
Yes.
chameleon. I know how to
You know how
make
to
my way
adapt
through
and
there.
get through that.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's a hell of a resume. That's a hell of a resume. I like how you move through that, and you really turn nothing into something with that.
Yeah.
And I can say I can appreciate it for sure,
Well, thank you.
for sure. I got a few other questions for you too.
Yeah.
Some good ones. Some good ones.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Is it something? I think you may have already did it, but I'm gonna still ask it just in case it's something else.
Uh-huh.
Is it something that you want people to know about you that they don't know?
Something that people don't know about me, maybe just a few, is that I have social anxiety.
Now
I've a
that's a
It
surprise.
is. I'm a walking oxymoron. The promoter who's scared of people. Uh,
Wow. That's a
uh,
big surprise. I would have never do that. That's goes with my other question too.
yeah,
Like,
that alone is something, especially trying to figure out what it is.
wow.
I'm like, why am I having panic attacks?
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So here I am. I'm still here though.
Still here on your grind.
I am.
And look, I was gonna ask you. My other question was gonna be, what would you consider your wow factor?
That's it.
Yeah, I said that's exactly what I was saying. Like,
That's it.
yeah,
Um, it started getting to the point where I'm sweating and
that is crazy.
yeah. And like I'm not gonna say it happens frequently, but I mean I can yeah. That's why you don't see me in big settings with all them people.
uh,
Don't look for me.
you won't be
I
there.
will not.
Dang, that is a hell of a wow factor
And if
right
you ever watch me, I'm always stationed in my little setting.
there. Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna walk around. That's one thing about me. Um, I think a wow factor for me when it comes to people is that I actually come up and speak and tell people thank you for coming.
Uh-huh.
Because you could have been at home.
You sure do. You say that. You
And I
say that.
mean that with everything.
That's my phone ringing on Do Not Disturb.
That's weird.
That is weird.
You got on vibrate?
It's on. It ain't on vibrate, but it was on Do Not Disturb. I thought it wasn't supposed to ring.
We can go back.
But anyway, nah, we're gonna keep it rolling. I did not know that. I apologize. Yeah. It's on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how it rang.
But I think what sets me apart, number one, is I'm the only female promoter amongst all these men.
Yeah.
So I'm in a male dominated arena. And to me, that was very, what is the word for that? It was intimidating.
Really?
It was, because it's kind of like men, they do things differently.
Yeah, but one thing about promoting, I think it's a lane that
Mhm.
women have that it only work for y'all too though.
And I see that.
Yeah, yeah, y'all have something. I think it's as far as being a male promoter, you got guys that some guys don't want to work together and stuff like that. But with
Mhm.
women, it seems like y'all can establish it as solo. Y'all can do real good solo. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing about women, the women follow y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can definitely get the women to come out, and
Mhm.
that brings
The men.
us.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's a lane for y'all where you don't have to really compete with the guys to a certain extent. Am I wrong?
I think it has probably evolved. But
Okay, it didn't start like that. I get it. I get it.
no,
It definitely probably didn't
because
start like
I feel like I must have came off as a threat because it was just a lot of, you know, side
that.
eyeing and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one thing that I refuse to do in this industry is sleep my way to the top because I don't have to.
Oh, you bet not.
But that comes
Oh,
with
that.
that
Oh,
territory as
they definitely
well.
gonna put it on the table
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah, they gonna put it
Oh
on the
yeah.
table now.
Like, how are you so successful and you ain't spread your legs? No,
Nah,
I ain't gotta do all that.
the
I just show up.
skills get you through.
I just
Yeah,
show up,
that's all you should have to do.
So just I know that when I was coming to the clubs at such a late age or stage, I said late stage
Mm-hmm.
of my life, I would feel like the outsider because a lot of the promoters would make you feel like if you just regular, then that's what we gonna keep you. We ain't
If
gonna
you don't buy bottles and if you
yeah,
don't, yeah,
you ain't nobody.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I didn't like how that made me feel. And I'm like, if I feel like this, I know these other people feel like this. And I'm like, we spending money with you,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that was my whole goal when it came to promoting is to make people feel welcome
and
and
appreciate.
appreciated.
Yes, yes, and you do that. I notice you do. You go around. Thank y'all for coming, and that's a good trait to have to keep your following.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
keep
I
you coming
mean it.
back.
It's not
Yeah,
like something I'm just like, oh my God,
yeah,
let me go
yeah.
get speak to these folks.
Right,
No,
right,
it's
yeah,
really let me go speak to y'all because I've had people be like, this is my first time.
yeah,
Okay, bet. I got a booth for you. Come over here.
yeah,
Sit,
yeah.
I want
You've
you to have a
definitely
great
showed us love like that on
yeah.
many occasions. For
Yeah.
real.
Cause y'all fool with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if I treat you that way, you're gonna be like, well, let me tell my folks.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
word of mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see. Let me see. I got so many questions. I'll be liking to ask certain questions to different people. Okay, I got a good one for you. Tell me what it is you like most about yourself.
um that I don't care what other people think.
Mm.
Um, it took some time,
Mm-hmm. That's called evolution, though. As you
Yes,
evolve, you shake
yes.
all that off. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
even care. I just be like,
Yeah. Evolution is key.
yes, you
Is
feel how
always
you
be
feel.
yeah.
And so, like, even with the way that I dress,
Mm-hmm.
I can dress and have on all the clothes. I can have on prom dress. I can have on a piece of string.
Yeah.
But I'm a shine.
You gonna shine every time.
And I don't care what nobody think because this is me. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And really, clothes don't make me.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's what's inside that makes me. And I just got to the point where if you have a problem with me, then you need to check yourself.
Yes.
Because I mean, I feel like to me, how I feel like I come off to people is I'm welcoming and I don't judge.
Very friendly, always. Yeah, very friendly and very welcoming. Yeah. And then my motto is what you wear is how you feel. So
Well,
that's so
it's been
100.
hot here
Yeah.
lately.
What you wear is how you feel. So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes hand in hand. Okay, so what do you like least about yourself?
That anxiety thing bothers me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it kind of keeps me in a box sometimes, like places that I know I'm supposed to be at.
You should be there, but
Yeah,
he's like, I can't
I
do
can't
it.
even do it because I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, you don't want to be sitting there bust out no cold
Oh my
sweat.
God. And it has happened.
Really?
Yes, it has.
Because you force yourself to go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
Let me
can't
get
do that.
up.
Got to roll.
I got to go. And push Shana out of here.
Out of there. That's crazy.
Out of here.
All right, tell me this. What makes Shana Jay happy?
Seeing others happy. Yeah.
Very good answer.
Yeah, I mean,
I always, yeah. I mean, no. I'm not saying it's not honest, but when you ask people that, people just have so many different responses to that.
Yeah.
And for you to say that, that's a very touching answer for real. All right, I want you to do something. I want you to complete a sentence for me.
All right.
Okay. It hurts me to see
Poverty.
poverty. Mm. See that I think these type of questions and answers really show a person's heart.
Okay.
That's why I
Okay.
ask these. I feel like it really shows a person's heart for real. Um, what does love mean to you?
Unconditional comes up.
Unconditional.
Um, what is it? Agape love, loving
Hmm.
people beyond their mess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unconditional.
yeah. Loving, even though you a fool,
Yeah.
I'ma love you where
Love
you
you
at.
anyway. Yeah. I might not fool with you,
But
but
I'ma
I'ma
love
still
you
love you.
over
Yeah,
here in
yeah,
the
yeah.
balcony. I'ma love you though.
All right. Tell me what does the word humble means? And this is a trick question in a sense because the definition, the true definition of humble is to have or show a modest or low estimate of oneself.
Hmm.
That's the true definition of humble.
Okay.
So when people use the word be humble, I don't think people really use it in the right context based on the definition.
Hmm.
So when you say humble, to me, I don't really fool with it unless it's being apologetically humble
Hmm.
or humble to wisdom and knowledge or humble to constructive criticism,
Hmm.
um, humble to just the challenges in life and just humble to life itself, right?
Hmm.
But the term humble, how people say, like somebody may be boasting about an accomplishment, they be like, "Oh, you need to humble yourself." I feel like, why should I?
Hmm.
If I put in the work and accomplish something, why shouldn't I be able to celebrate me without it bothering you? So, in that context, what does humble mean to you?
Wow. And this may sound so funny when I say it. It's kind of like knowing I could shit on you at any moment, but I choose not to because I understand that I don't have to
Yeah.
because my presence already speaks it.
So when you say that, you basically saying humble means I'm gonna spare you.
Yes,
I like that one.
basically.
I now I can get with that one.
Yeah,
That's kind of apologetically humble.
yeah. It's
I'm gonna
kind of like
spare
I
you.
know, like
Yeah,
really, but I'm gonna be over
yeah,
here and I'm gonna be okay because I know just as quick as I got it,
yeah. It
God
can
can
be
take
gone.
it away
Yes.
very quickly.
So you still humble to life. You humble to the,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I always talk when people say, you better be humble. You need to be humble. They always talk about that, but then you'll say, man, you'll tell somebody, pop your shit. Let them know. You might tell your girl, man, let them know, girl. Yeah, girl. But if I pop my shit, I need to be humble. And I'm like, I'm not.
They don't even go together.
They don't go together. Either I'm gonna pop my shit, or I'm gonna be humble. Which one I gotta do?
Or maybe they need to get somewhere and figure out what's going on with them.
Now another theory on that. Then we gonna move on. Another theory on that. If you take the same concept I was saying, it's saying like, say you bragging on your accomplishment,
Hmm.
and say your accomplishment is we'll say degree,
Hmm.
right? So if you brag on your bachelor's degree amongst doctors and lawyers, it just sounds like you're just another accomplished individual. But if you brag on your bachelor's degree amongst a bunch of high school dropouts,
It says
somebody
a
might
lot.
say, "Be humble." So
Yeah.
it's like, why should I?
I think it just depends on the environment because that's really what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Your environment, you have to know and have the wisdom on knowing what to say and not try to offend
Yes,
people.
yes, yes.
You
I
know,
agree with that. I
yeah,
definitely because I don't think you should be bragging or boasting at all. But I just think that celebrating you is
it's
should be okay.
dope.
Yeah, it should always be
It's
okay.
dope, especially when you
Yeah.
have people who celebrate with you.
Yeah, and the ones who love you will never tell you to be humble and
Right.
they'll always be right there with you.
That's a stick. I don't know because then you get to social media and you be looking like, I know I do. Like, first of all, I know you in real life, one.
Yeah.
And you're not even like whatever this is, this platform that they done gave you. I see so much stuff like people put their cars and their houses out there. I'm doing this, I'm out here.
I see that all the time.
But your lights cut off.
Yeah, that's the part where I say too though. Life gonna humble your ass. You might like all that bragging.
Yeah.
Life gonna humble your ass every time. You think you can put the picture up, but whenever you get all them likes, it might be 20,000. Man, life is still gonna humble you. You might be celebrating those likes, but like you said, you know your lights off. So life is still gonna humble you. Yeah. Stop playing. Yeah. Please. They know.
Please.
For Tyson chicken.
Don't play. The gourmet.
So you done soup them noodles up.
I swear. For and little vegetables.
I'm telling you. And a little butter. Talking about pasta. It's still noodles, baby. It's still noodles.
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. What about loyalty? What does the word loyalty mean to you?
It means a lot to me. And I've seen so much disloyalty, it just makes me not really, I don't know, numb myself to people sometimes. Because it's like, I don't think people really understand what loyalty is. Loyalty is not, letting a person walk all over you, and degrade you or go against your morals just to say, hey, dog, but I'm loyal.
Nah.
No. You a simp.
Yeah.
And it's just me.
Yeah.
But loyalty to me is even when my back is turned.
Yeah.
I know you got my back, and I know you gonna check whoever got something to say when I'm not in the room.
Yes.
That's loyalty to me. Loyalty to me is saying, oh girl, I may not be able to get to the show, but I'm gonna share your flyer. That's loyalty to me.
Yeah.
Loyalty is, I ain't selling no boots today, y'all. So, we got you though.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's kind of like, my money's for my money. Like, I'm a regular person.
Yeah.
Regardless of all the shine. Like,
for sure.
I have my money days, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I have people surrounding me that's saying, regardless,
they still got you. Yeah. That's loyalty.
Yeah.
I can dig that. I totally agree with all of those too. I know sometimes based off my own personal morals that I stand on, sometimes I hold a little loyalty to people. I hold them to the fire a little bit too much sometimes to where I have to regress a little bit. I'm like, woo, boy, I'm on your ass. But then I be like, you know what? Maybe I'm a little too, I'm overdoing it because
what you have to learn is that everybody's not like you.
Exactly. And that's something that I go through, and I go through it a lot with business because I'm so connected business wise is connected to my personal. I'm more personal when it comes to business. So when I do business with someone and they don't do it how I expect them to do it, I kind of have an issue sometimes. But then I have to regress and say, well, maybe I'm looking at it from more of a personal aspect. And once I look at it both ways in the business world, I say, oh, well, okay, that's okay in the business realm, So I kind of have to really check myself on that because loyalty I'm strict on that. So I kind of hold you to the fire tough. So sometimes I have to back off a little bit. I ain't gonna do you like that. We still cool. I would say we still cool. Everything
we
cool.
Still growing.
Yeah.
We still growing.
Yeah. I got a couple more, and we're gonna be good to go. I think this one is gonna be a good one for you. What would you consider your biggest vice? What do you think that got a hold on you? You know what I'm saying?
A hold on me. Sometimes it's change.
So
change is hard sometimes.
To make one.
Yeah.
So,
Because I can be stuck in my ways.
really,
Oh. Like, why we can't just do it? I mean, if
like
it
this.
ain't broke, don't fix. Like, why? What are we doing?
So change is advice for you.
Yeah, change is hard for me sometimes. When you're talking about somebody who is a control freak.
Mm,
Yeah. And I've gotten so much better over
really.
time because I was a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So do you think that came with trusting the who or the what that you're changing for? Or is it just change, period? Like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if the changes can be something better,
And I see it, then I'd be like, okay,
I'll
all
give it a try.
right,
Ah, yeah.
all right. But then, like, because when stuff brought to me, I'm like, oh, what we doing?
Ain't no need. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
get it.
then I'm like, okay, well, I see that it's got a positive effect. Then okay,
You
all
give it a
right,
try.
I get with it.
Ain't that so?
Yeah, yeah,
Ain't that so?
yeah.
Let me see. What I had. All right, we're gonna keep it simple. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Honestly, retired. Um, somewhere living my best life, and when my best life is considered like spa days,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
heard that.
Um, I love to eat, just somewhere eating whatever I want to eat, being stress free, debt free.
Mm,
I just what's our name, marriage? I just want to be happy.
I heard
That's
that.
what I see in 5 years. Just
Yeah,
letting it all go and moving on to appreciating where I came from and enjoying where I am at that point.
yeah,
So just I'm enjoying it now, but just to retire and to still see things still going on. Because another thing that kind of bothers me is I don't have anybody to pour into to move this thing along.
mm,
I have not come across somebody where I say, here, this is my baby. I trust you with it.
really,
And to just let go.
and let it go.
I ain't came across nobody.
Ain't that so?
Yeah. And I want
Well,
to.
you got time though. Five
Yeah.
years, you got time.
I want
You
to.
got time
What
to
they call
get
an
you.
assessor?
Yeah. Predecessor or whatever. So if you can put that together in five, probably.
Yeah.
You got to be somebody willing to receive though,
Yeah.
because you got to teach them, you got to guide them,
Yeah.
and so if you find somebody open to receiving that guidance, that should be something that can happen in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And because I want to see it like from the
you want to
outside.
walk them through it, and then step back and say,
Yeah.
"Okay, I
Yeah.
see."
Because I want to, this is supposed to be a legacy. It's supposed to
Yes.
continue to grow.
So would you happen to have anybody in mind?
No,
None in mind
I
yet.
ain't nobody yet.
Yeah.
And just when I think so, I'll be like, you know what?
But really, you know what though? I'm gonna say this.
Help me.
It's my hard shoes to fill though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my hard shoes to fill because
Okay.
you really did your thing with your
Mhm.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometime, sometime it might not be nobody that can pick it up from there.
Yeah.
You might give them the game and let them do it their way,
Yeah.
but that might get a little complicated when you say, here's the game, do it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you may find somebody that may be worthy of just taking it and elevating it from there.
I'm praying about it because I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am. Like, I am. I'm ready to just breathe,
Breathe, let it all go.
and just sit back and say, I did that. That was dope
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
time.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Well, we're going to end it on that note. Man, I really appreciate you, Shana, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
It's
me.
been a lovely vibe. It's been real. I mean, you've been answering the questions so superb.
Thank
And
you.
your truth is just a beautiful heart seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like it is.
It's there.
Yeah. So till next time, Beyond the Clientele, it's your boy J100. We out.